Well, hello guys. Welcome. It's been a while since I've been here. I'm actually going to walk you through the anatomy of a high converting sales page section by section. So whether you're building your home page, a service page, or a digital product sales page, these sections are designed to guide your visitors from just browsing to take my money or book a call or schedule a consultation. This will help you to not sound pushy or salesy. So let's break it down. So the first section is this section up here. It's call out your ideal client. It's the top ribbon and it looks kind of small, but don't underestimate this. This is your chance to call out exactly who your offer is for or what big result they want. Think of it as a billboard on the highway. If you get this right, the right people will lean in immediately. I also like to pop a little button here that jumps straight to my booking or main offer. So people who are ready to take action don't have to scroll for miles. And you'll see that here at the end when I kind of show you what my website looks like. So, all right, so this is the hero section. This is this big section here with an image. And this is where, like, if you don't hit this, like, right between the eyes with a clear promise, a quick explanation, and one simple action to take, your headline should either solve a burning problem or speak directly to a desire, right? And then under that, you're going to give them a tiny bit more context, show a relatable image, and make your button bold and obvious. If they only read this part, they should understand exactly what you do and why it matters. This is the part that I feel like a lot of people kind of mess up. So that's why I've kind of put these details in this template. Call out your ideal client here. You can either have this here or you can have it here, right? So that's totally, your choice. I like to put them both because, it kind of just shows both. And there we go again. So the next section, this is kind of like quick benefits, dream outcomes, things like that. It's kind of just a little strip with a few dream outcomes. Think of it like a trailer, like a teaser trailer before a movie starts, right? You're giving them a taste of the transformation or benefits without going into full detail. Keep it super simple and crystal clear, right? So the next section, this is your problem section right here. And this is where you stop being polite and you tell it like it is. You call out the core problem your audience is struggling with. You agitate it a little, make them, kind of think like, yeah, this is what I'm dealing with, that kind of thing. And you make them nod along like, yep, that's exactly what's happening to me. This section is all about creating that emotional, I'm so tired of this moment, so they're open to hearing about your solution. So next is the solution introduction. So you're going to introduce the solution or your offer. Here's where you shift the vibe. You just poked the bear with the problem. Now you show them there's a better way. You're going to introduce your solution clearly and simply. This isn't the time to list every feature under the sun. Just paint the picture of what life looks like after the problem is solved. I like to add a photo of myself or my product in action to make it feel real and personal, right? Next section is going to be the benefits section. So let's talk about benefits, right? Benefits answer the question, what's in it for me? Pick 3 core benefits and make them juicy. Each one should focus on the result that they'll actually experience. And I love using icons here to make it easy to skim because let's be honest, people skim more than they read. Make it super simple, nothing too fancy, and that's it. That's all you have to do. The next section is going to be testimonials. Now, you might not have testimonials from the beginning. That's totally okay. But nothing sells better than other people's results, right? Testimonials are like a digital word of mouth, right? So you can share real names, faces if possible, and keep the quotes short and specific. It's not about the fluff like Tammy was great. It's about your transformation. Like I finally launched my first product after months of being stuck. That's what builds trust. And you can see by each one of these, I give you kind of like a sample of like overcoming uncommon objection, talks about a solved pain point, and then the dream outcome achieved. So you know what kind of testimonials to grab there. Then we're going to go into the process or how it works. I usually like to use 3 simple steps. And this section is really about, it's for anyone who's worried about how hard is this going to be, right? Show them your process in 3 simple steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. That's it. Keep it clean, visual, and easy to follow. You want them to think, oh, wow, I can actually do this, right? Like your CTA, calling them out, what are they going to do? The actual work that they'll be doing, what are they going to be learning? In my case, they're going to be learning to create simple sales pages and funnels using System.io. And then the happy outcome, right? The happy outcome is they now have got a page or sales page that converts. It's bringing in more leads, and those leads are turning into more sales, right? So that's the next section. And then you've got comparison. So this is kind of the section like why your clients or why potential clients should choose you. Here's where you get to flex a little, right? Explain why your approach works better than the old way, the do-it-yourself way, or your competitors. You can list reasons or do a side-by-side comparison. The goal here is to make it obvious that choosing you is the smart choice. If you can get them nodding, yep, like this is me all the way down this list, then you have nailed it, right? So how do we do it right? And every single one of these has to speak to, hey, like this is what I need to do, right? This is what I need. And then we're going to go into the features section. Features section is, let me try to explain this. The benefits are the why, the features are the what. This is where you give the logical details for the folks who need to see the receipts. List what's included, but keep it concise and easy to scan. Think of it like a menu of what they get when they say yes, right? Super simple. Don't overcomplicate this section, because if you put too much here, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's way too much to learn, right? And then we go into the frequently asked questions, or the FAQs. So the FAQ, this is where you quietly dismantle objections without sounding salesy. You're going to use real questions you've been asked before. Keep the answers friendly but clear. If you do this right, by the time someone gets through your FAQ, they should have no lingering doubts. They're going to want to click that CTA button and be like, I'm ready to do it. And then your final CTA this is like, you're finally bringing it home, right? This section is where you remind them what's waiting for them on the other side of that button. Reiterate the big promise or the dream outcome. Keep it simple, inspiring, and end with a strong CTA, call to action. No more fluff, just a confident invitation to take action. And that's it. That is the sections that work together like a conversation. You start by calling out your person, connect with their struggles, offer the solution, build trust, make it easy to say yes, and handle objections along the way. Once you understand the flow, you can use the same structure for sales pages, lead magnet pages, even your home page. It's plug and play. That's it. So the next time you're building a page, pull out this checklist that I've attached, hit record, and remember, clarity converts. Now go make that page shine.